support it. Cool, whatever. But we can read it really quickly for those who don't know. Was it like the Emancipation was on today, or was it the?
No, it wasn't the
No, no.
Emancipation Proclamation.
The day enslaved African Americans in Texas learned of their freedom in 1865. See, that is an important thing. I mean, we could be talking shit about like the woke DEI stuff, but it is a big deal for a large percent of our country. And they're Americans just as much as us, and they have a history. So I
Yeah.
can hate on the wokeism, but I can't hate on this. You know, um, became a federal holiday in 2021, the first federal holiday since MLK Day. New federal celebrated parades, educational events, cultural showcases. Yeah, no, like it would have been cool if my job celebrated. Conversations continue whether symbolic holidays suffice without structural reform. I think that's a very good talking point. Talking point.
Yeah, and I think what's also very important to mention that a lot of liberals and Democrats, like, it chafes their chaps to know about this, but um
I know what you're gonna say.
the Texas Republican Party was founded by mostly blacks.
I didn't
Out
know.
of the founding members, 150 were black men and 20 were white men.
No fucking shit, really.
Yes.
That's fucking.
So Republican, Democrat, being a Democrat, it's like the oldest party, right? It's one of the oldest parties. Like there was other ones, Democrat Republicans, or I'm trying to remember what they were called. There was so many names for them, but they all failed. The Democrats were the longest running party, and
Dixiecrats?
those were the
No, that was after.
Democrats. The Democrats wanted to keep the slaves, so initially black people, black men, because women couldn't vote at that time, were Republican, and they formed the Republican Party of Texas. So I know it chafes or chaps, but the history is there,
I think
so
that's
they
I
can
think that's
suck
funny.
it.
That's good.
They can suck one of Elon Musk's rockets.
They
Sorry, I
probably
had to bring in the dick joke.
they probably have like those giant like dongs that are like this big. They're like what they do in their hobbies.
Yeah, but it's very important, and I think more people need to understand that the Republican Party was always looking for a little bit more freedom, at least at that time. I know things have changed a lot and the views of each party have kind of shifted, because like Republicans and Democrats 20 years ago were a lot different. They do have to eventually kind of change and how could you put adapt to the times, but the Democrats have really gone to a place where
They've
they're
really
just
never
not
changed.
doing good, dude.
Really never changed. They've always done like a pandering, virtuous thing just to like use and then as a way just to like con people to keep their big government. And that's how it's been since like 1880 something. I forgot which election it was,
Yeah.
but it's always been that way. And that's what they do. They use virtuism to con people who don't know better. And so,
That's
like for
that's
this, like
true.
for today, I like the fact that this is like people don't know the entire history, and so but they try to switch it over onto something else, and I think that's utterly disgusting. Now, a day to
Yeah.
celebrate this, it's a huge thing. I like that. So
Yeah. Well, I think, it's very different. This is actually celebrating freedom. Freedom of
Muslim
a
American.
group of people that were and it's not even marginalized. They were slaves. They were not seen as human beings. They were treated very, very, very poorly. And that's putting it lightly. That's you know, but the fact that this day is being celebrated is great. Like, it's a good day to celebrate, right? Wokeism totally like try to adapt it to a different meaning, but they need to get back to the roots on what Juneteenth actually is. Now, for example, the rest of us, we don't care. Like Americans really don't need a day to celebrate. Like for the longest time, everyone thought that Cinco de Mayo was like Mexican Independence Day, and it's like no,
I thought it was like
it's not what it is.
dead or something. No, actually, Cinco de Mayo just like American drinking holiday, actually.
No, it's what was it? They won. Look at me, I'm all talking shit, and I don't remember what it is either.
Oh wow!
But
How the
it was
turns have
they
tabled.
won it was they won a battle. It was a battle against let me see. I'm gonna look it up here.
Was that the only like battle that the Mexicans won over the Americans? The Spanish one?
It might have been, yeah. The Mexican army's victory over French forces at the Battle of Puebla in 1862. That's what it was. And it wasn't even it was the Mexicans against the French.
Shit. Even, the French can't even beat them.
Yeah, so it says, of course, the holiday is nothing to do with Mexican Independence Day, but a celebration of resilience. Um,
The livers. Resilience of the livers.
so I don't even know why we celebrate it over here, to be honest with you. It's mostly because there's a large population of Mexican Americans, and they kind of brought that celebration here to the United States, and mostly it's a celebration of Mexican culture, and Americans are like, dude, it's a day to drink beer. Which
Tequila.
honestly, I think a lot of Mexican Americans too, because I knew it was from some battle, but I didn't remember what it was exactly. I know I had looked it up before, but it's like the last thing my brain wants to remember. So, I mean, yeah, for a while it was a day to celebrate, Mexican music, food, and beer. And I think a lot of holidays are kind of like that. Like St. Patty's Day, nobody knows the meaning behind it. They just, oh, green beer and green everything, and if you don't wear green, you get pinched.
Well, that has to deal with actual. There was a reason. Actually forgot. I actually looked this one up too. And so
We're so bad.
how the tables have turned on me as well. No,
Yes.
it actually it has something to do with like the mass it has something to do with like the mass influx over from Ireland and the I think it has to do with the whole potato famine and then also one of the saints and then they're like, oh well, fuck it, all we got is alcohol, and so we might as well just get drunk for this to say thank you. So it really it is truly a drinking holiday, but there's like some religious thing to it.
Okay, yes, there is. So St. Patrick's Day was celebrated on March 17, honors St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland, who is credited with bringing Christianity to the country in the 5th century. So he was born in Britain. Patrick was kidnapped and enslaved in Ireland as a teenager, later escaping and returning as a missionary. His life and work, including legends like using the shamrock to explain the Holy Trinity, made him a central figure in Irish culture. So the holiday originally marked his death around 461 CE and was a religious observance in Ireland with church services and feast, and over time it turned into what it is now.
So I was half right, but
Yeah, you were pretty close.
yeah, I guess I was wrong on the famine thing. I think that's why it's a drinking holiday here, but I don't know. I learned it, but I forgot it. But hey, drinking holiday is a drinking holiday. I'm cool with
Yeah, for reals. Well, we spent on this topic a lot more than what I thought we were going to spend.
it. Next, let's go on to the next stuff.
Like, moving on. All right.
Computer freeze. There we go. How a leaked phone call between, this is coming from Sin, an elite phone call between a former strongman and a young leader could topple the government. Can it?
Strong man, huh?
Um, Thailand's Prime Minister Petroleum Shinawatra is facing increasing pressure to step down after appearing to criticize the military in a 17-minute leaked phone call she had with Cambodia's. Check that. Swap her out. She don't matter no more. Over escalating border dispute. The scandal, which sparked widespread anger in the country, brings fresh uncertainty to a country um, roiled by years of political turbulence and leadership shakeups. Petroleum 38 has only held the premiership for 10 months after placing another prime minister who was removed from office. Yeah, I can see it. I'm going to bite my tongue on this one. Yeah, I can see why this would happen. It also comes, well, why the headline comes. When the Southeast, it also comes at a time when the Southeast Asian kingdom is struggling to boost an ailing economy. It's negotiating a trade deal with the United States to avoid pushing tariffs and is embroiled in its escalating border dispute with the neighbor Cambodia. That has soured relations to their lowest point in years. Yeah, so this is just salt to the wound.
Yeah.
Like altogether, Thailand views that these actions are unacceptable conduct between states, contradicts internationally accepted practices and the spirit of good neighborliness. It undermined the trust and respect between the two leaders and countries. Wow. So to say what she said, it criticized her own army's actions after the border clashes. So it's just, oh, wow. Right now, that side wants to look cool. That side wants to look cool, and they will say things that are not beneficial to the nation. But what we want is that. Sorry, I don't struggle glasses, team, so I'm like struggle busting right now. Just like before any clashes happen at the border, Petroleum could be here saying, Petroleum compromised her position as prime minister and damaged the Thai national interest by kowtowing to Hun Sen. Her exit is a matter of time, and she could be liable for further charges. So this is a whole thing. So one guy gets removed from office. She's this chick. She's new into it, and so expressed country's all this. She talks shit about her own people and her own, this. And then the other guy does as well. And then it's wild.
Yeah.
I would love to see a transcript on this.
I think if you're going to be in any kind of leadership position, you need to be very careful with what you say. Who released the call? I don't think it says.
Yeah, so they've been having a dispute over fruit imports, apparently, as well. I mean, that kind of makes sense because it's food. Let's see. Thailand and Cambodia have had complicated relationship of both cooperation and rivalry in recent decades. The two countries share a 508-mile border, largely mapped by the French while they occupied Cambodia. It's rarely seen in military clashes and has been a source of political tensions. So, okay, so this is like almost like any kind of border thing, like Chile and Peru, Israel and not Israel. That one's a little bit different. Here, what's that say?
Let's see. Ask Uncle Hun Sen to have sympathy for me. Thai people, they have been chastising me as Prime Minister of Cambodia. Okay. PM, whatever her name is, said in a recording posted on social media in conversation with Hun Sen regarding the Thai-Cambodia dispute. Don't listen to the commander of the 2nd Army Region. He is on our opposite side and only wants to show off, saying things that are not useful to our countries. And then just tell me what you want and all can be arranged. So was she trying to take a bribe or what?
I don't know.
Or
She's
like
kind of
a
hot.
like
I
a
think it shouldn't matter. She should just get a pass.
like a quid pro quo?
Yeah. Accountability. What is it? Nothing. She's a chick. Let her slide.
So what it looks like, uh the league.
So even the Cambodian president has recently changed. The leader, Iron Fist, 40 years, stepped down in 23 and handed the power over to his son. So they've just been in a both these people are brand new and inherited this stuff.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy. I would want to know who leaked the call just to see if there's any kind of I don't know. Like I just want to know who leaked it. They could have had like nefarious reasons to want to leak it, you know? It's like
Yeah.
I'm sure people say shit all the time, but I think
honestly, I never knew there was a thing between Thailand and Cambodia.
me neither.
But like we're on the other side of the planet. Like why should we know? So like for them, this could actually be a huge deal.
Yeah.
Or it could just be the papers. Like you see these people on these photos, but that could just be the entire photo. So it could have been the same thing. Like we're talking shit to Canada about like tariffs and stuff, and then you have like all these like libtards like, meh. So that could be it. This could be a real thing, or it just could be something blown completely out that neither side really cares about. But there's going to be something.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Well, especially we don't know how their government works, so it could be possible that maybe she doesn't have total command of what the military is doing, which is why she's critical of it. I mean, there's so much to unpack there.
There's a lot of nuance to it. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
At least from what I would understand. And what do we got next?
Oh, Brian down here says that it sounds like she's selling out her country. Ooh.
Give me 1 second. Advertisement. Sex offender accused rapist has third victim facing 19 more charges.
Ooh.
What? What the fuck? Syracuse, New York. All the gnarly rapey shit's happening up north New York. The Onondaga County Sheriff's Office announced additional charges against level 1 sex offender Ryan Pontella, 33, of Clay, New York, on Thursday morning. Sheriff said it, and the district attorney's office found the third victim whom Pontella sexually assaulted. The victim, a 3-year-old girl.
Wow.
To the fucking wood chipper. This man.
Yes.
Fargo, this fucker. The officer
grind him up, dude.
Let's go get some gas. Prime the motor. The office said the alleged crimes are believed to have occurred in January. He was arrested for the incident on June. As a result, Pontella was charged with the following: 3 counts of sexual abuse in the first degree, contact with the victim under 11. 5 counts of promoting a sexual performance. 5 counts of possessing sexual performance by a child, and the use of a child in a sexual performance. The fuck? He's also charged with misdemeanor count of endangering welfare. Shouldn't that be the same? Like on the same level? The arrest comes in less than 2 weeks after deputies arrested him on June. 2 weeks after. Lured a 5-year-old girl with candy. Oh man, that makes me really regret my gamer tag. On the playground, Bear Road, North Syracuse, into a wooded area and committed sex crimes. This is disgusting.
Yeah.
To the wood chipper he goes.
Oh my God. I just don't understand. Like these people, obviously they don't fear the law. They keep doing this. So what can they do to get these people to stop?
Oh, it gets
Like it
worse.
needs to be a harsher punishment.
One was 5 years old, and two of them are 3.
Yes. Like just the physical damage that can be done to these children to
Yeah,
where they have issues for the rest of their lives.
like organ issues
So,
and emotional issues.
well, yeah, but and on top of emotional issues, which are, like duh, but like physical issues that they can never recover from, that they're going to have to live with for the rest of their lives. Like the one girl that was gang raped by like 3 dudes and left on the side of the road, that while Hillary Clinton was she was still a lawyer, she got this guy off. Like he didn't have to face any charges. She got him a not guilty verdict. That girl was, I think she was 12 or 13 or somewhere around there. She was never able to have children again because she was raped so brutally by these men. That's one of the things that really pissed everybody off, because they caught her on camera, or they caught her afterwards. She was laughing about how she got this guy off, and they asked him, so do you think he's innocent? And she just kind of like, so these young girls or young children can have lifelong physical issues after, because they are so small.
I think the whole country should take my state's like direction. There's like death penalty to all of them.
Yeah.
Not the children.
No, of course not. But I feel that if men got raped like at the rate that women get raped, and they could understand like what women have to deal with when they get raped, and how it's not just a thing that you could just get over real quick, the punishments would be a lot harsher for these men that do this, especially to children. Like I feel like if they're not going to give you the death penalty for raping a child, you should at least get castrated. Just
I think there are some states that do chemical castration.
not a chemical. Nope, not a chemical. Just a full
You already knew that was coming.
slice it all off. Like that's what you get. And I know that wouldn't stop the problem, because I've heard a lot of there's I don't know. I listen to a lot of weird shit. So I've heard that when you have that done, like let's say you lose all your jewels, you still have the urges. The hormones are still there, and you could still do nefarious things without having a peen.
You could cut the tip off.
I mean, you could still do nefarious things. So I don't know. What would we have to leave dudes like armless, like cut off their arms too, so they can't hurt kids? Like what? I just don't get it.
There's a whole thing to it. Like there's arguments that I've seen that like held. Like I might catch some heat for this, and I don't mean any disrespect on it. Anyone that's going to go against it, but I've seen arguments actually hold up to where like men actually get molested even more than women.
I have. But the thing is that men don't really talk about it. They just grow up to be really fucked up people, and sometimes they turn into abusers as well.
Yeah, I mean, most people who get molested or raped as a child, like shit, like they grow up with mental issues. Like a majority, I'd say almost all of them have like some weird, super weird like personality trait, or like sex addiction, or just turn into like just fucking weirdos.
Yeah.
Like something happens. Like it changes like your brain structure on like trauma.
It fractures your brain. Like there's no way you can live, especially I feel like as a boy, like experiencing something that traumatic, and then the stigma around being gay, like it makes you question a lot of different things about yourself, like, why did I attract this to myself? Like, I just, like, either or, it's terrible, but it's terrible in different ways for men and women.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, it's a shitty subject for everybody, no matter what,
Yeah, it really is.
And they're like, yeah, like, because guys are like, like, tough up, like, get over it, and then chicks, like, a lot of chicks are just very, like, just like, they're quiet, they're shy, they're agreeable. They're definitely nowhere close to as strong, like, as men. So, like, I think that's the key difference on, like, this or that. It's an innocence that gets destroyed when you have, like, just pure evil. But,
Yeah.
like, whether it's like some old lady like molesting some dude, or some uncle molesting, somebody's just some weird shit, and all those people are just truly disgusting through and through.
Yeah. Yeah, I just can't. I hope this guy, like,
He's
but
not
I
gonna
don't know.
he's not gonna be alive. I can tell you that he's on a death sentence. That's what happens.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? The prison system sometimes does take care of these, like, perverts, but,
School
like, fuck, he's
shooters
in New York. Like,
and school shooters, baby killers, and child rapists. They're all on a time limit before they all. Like, if you look at anything, like, if they die in prison, it's like, oh yeah, nobody knows how he died, but he woke up with like 40 stab wounds. Like Jeffrey Dahmer, like, what's it called? Like,
oh
the
yeah,
guards went out and, like, they shoved a broomstick all the way up his ass and out his mouth.
really? I thought he just got stabbed.
No, no, no. They like crushed his head in and stuck a broomstick, like a full, like, mop of his butt.
So they, like
Oh,
skewered him like
they
a
fucked
pig.
him up. Literally, they fucked his ass up. Like, pun and no pun intended. Yeah, I read that somewhere a while ago. Or I could just be having a fever dream of it. Are you looking it up right now?
Yeah, I am. I want
I
to
don't. I
know.
swear to God, like, my reality and my imaginations blend together way too often. I'm like, no, it's true. And I'm like, man, I think
Okay,
I'm
he
just.
was beaten to death by fellow inmate Christopher Scarver, who used a 20-inch metal bar to attack Dahmer in the prison gymnasium. Suffered severe head trauma and was pronounced dead at the hospital.
20 inches is like that.
Yeah, it didn't say anything about him being run through though.
Well, not run through, like, like a train. Like, I thought I had read somewhere, like, it was in the showers. The guards walked out, and then they just, like he got, like, fucked up and they rammed it up his butt or something, like, afterwards.
Yeah, they're saying that there is no evidence that Jeffrey Dahmer was, like, raped in prison before his death or anything like that. No mention of sexual assault.
Oh yeah, no, not sex, but anyways.
Unverified. They said there's unverified rumors.
So that might have okay, so that might have been what I wanted
I don't
to
know,
talk
fun
about.
stuff, I guess.
Ready? You ready for the next one?
Y'all.
What we got, Brian? City killer. This is coming from the New York Post. City killer asteroid hurling towards moon. This is a terrifying way it could wreak havoc on the world. So let me see if it's the same name. While world can still be rocked indirectly, a city killer asteroid 2024 YR4 may no longer be in a collision course with Earth, but it could pose a threat to our planet. Astronomers have upped the odds that the cosmic boulder will crash into the moon, which could potentially cause a cloud of shrapnel to impact Earth orbiting satellites and other spacecraft. I didn't think about that one because there's thousands and thousands and thousands of satellites out there.
Mm-hmm.
According to a scary new study submitted by American Astronomy Society journals. We're a little bit surprised at the possibility that there being a substantial amount of material aimed at Earth. Dr. Paul Wigert. uh,
Waygart.
I thought of the Uyghurs in China concentration
Oh.
camp. That just reminded me like how close it sounded. That's just a funny sounding name. Told research. Let's see. First discovered December 27th last year. Why our forest spark could strike the planet December 23rd. That's not the same one that's attached to like that death comet that's coming. As a peak
Excuse me.
February 19th, for impact factor of 3%. That's a lot. That is a huge amount. Like the number of 3% is not a lot. And you're like, oh, you have a 3% chance of getting cancer. It's like, okay, but 3% chance Earth, that's massive considering like normally it's like 1 in a quadrillion billion trillion. James Webb said 3.8 to 4.3.
Yeah.
Which estimated the asteroid could hit the moon at 29,000 miles an hour, creating a blast crater just over half a mile wide. Largest lunar impact in the last 5,000 years. Well, shit.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't fall on my freaking are those all the satellites? Oh no. Oh.
Oh wow.
Aim it at Gaza and Iran.
I know. I'm like, what city is it supposed to kill? Like the city killer? Like which city are we talking about?
Well, if it hits the moon, it's gonna hit everyone. But
No.
we could get an asteroid. We could get an asteroid belt around the planet. That would be cool. And then we could have like rings like Saturn. After like millions and millions of years.
Yeah, but that would be scary too. I mean, not that we'd be around anymore, but if something like that were to happen.
When Chris Christie become an astronaut.
Oh man. He's not the astronaut, he's the meteor.
Dude, I saw a photo of him walking down the street
boulder.
video. I was like, that guy has not seen his dick in decades.
There's the other dick joke.
Huh?
There's more dick jokes.
Yeah. I bet when he pees in like the urinal, he just lets his pee like drool down his belly.
Wouldn't he have to like push his stomach in kind of to be able to see it maybe?
Do you ever like when you take a shower, you let the water go down your arm and then like just like on the like or like down here and you just kind of aim it? That's probably what he does. He just aims his like belly and then just
towards the urinal.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's terrible. That guy, like, he needs to start focusing on his health instead of slapping his lips about other stuff because he won't be around all that much longer. He probably has like the diabetes real bad.
Here he is like planning to strike into the moon. What a fucking selfish dork.
Well, I'd be mad too if I couldn't see my dick.
What's it called? Nutty Professor? I can see my dick. I can see my dick.
Yep, I don't know. This is the. I mean, it could be pretty scary, I guess, to think of.
Terrifying, especially for us because we live near the equator.
Yeah.
So if there is a ring,
Oh my
it would be like right there. That potentially could be the pelting area.
Would I guess if it strikes the moon, we'd be just worried about the debris, right? But see, the thing is, we don't know how big some of that debris that would be pulled into our atmosphere, like what it would look like, how big it would be, what kind of, I guess, spray we would get, because that's kind of what it's going to do. Is it going to burn up in our atmosphere? If it's very large, that could be pretty catastrophic for us too.
It's between 174 and 220 feet. So it's about like 75% of or just halfway of like 3/4 the size of a football field.
So
or
we might be
two-thirds
all
two-thirds
right.
the size of a football field. Huh?
We might be all right. But then again, we don't know what kind of disturbance it's going to cause on the moon.
Well, the problem with it is it's gonna that much kinetic force. It's gonna like stuff is gonna get fucked up. But the
Yeah.
moon doesn't have much, if any, as far as we're concerned, and not putting on a tinfoil hat, but it doesn't really have much of a gravitational field. So that's where, like, if it was here, it's like, okay, come back down. There, it's just like, oh no, we're back for a ride again.
Yeah.
Where we go, nobody knows. A large building. Range size compared to that of a large building. Well, I think we actually have a photo of it in our next segment.
All right, let's go. We're like,
I think we're just waiting until it hits. There we go. He's like, motherfucker.
boom.
Coronavirus was an asteroid. The coronavirus.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Like a wrecking ball. That is mine for today. For
Yeah,
my
if
questions. So
coronavirus
if you're new
was an
here,
asteroid.
towards the end of towards the end of the show, like one of our last segments is caption this, and we just make fun of like funny photos and make memes of it and jokes. Here to talk shit, so that is mine.
Well,
Wow. Right, oh, awesome. Wow.
let's see. I wanna see this a little closer. Okay, so can't do that. Cause this ship, is this like a Navy ship or
Not letting me comment on X. I'll just go to YouTube. Let's see. YouTube. Before they block us from making virus jokes. No, I was actually on the top of it.
I like it. It looks so ominous, you know?
I like it. I mean, it's cool.
That's I guess that's Chris Christie hitting the high seas. Make an impact.
Boom. Short man syndrome.
No.
Oh, now I can read everybody. What up, Vash? Apple. Apple Bob and Princess Peach. I like that. Sitting here working hardo.
Oh, I see your post.
Finally, something I post pulls up.
Right?
What's going on?
I'm trying to think of something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing. Like I really like this image, but I think you really like nailed it with like COVID because now I can't see that. I can't unsee it as like
right? This the
the
protest.
COVID virus. All right. Well, I
Your
guess
ship's
you
GPS
win.
says, take the scenic route through space.
Oh my God, the GPS.
Now everyone's
Oh
gonna be
boy.
that song the rest of the night in their head.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
I mean, I could put another song in your head.
No. No.
Baby Shark.
Oh my God, I hate you.
Or this is
No.
a song that never ends. It keeps going on and on, my friends. Some people started singing. I can keep going on. I can keep singing that one.
Mm-mm.
I can't stop though. You know
No,
why?
you get to have that stuck in your own head all night.
You know why I can't stop singing it?
Why?
Because it's the song that never
You're so stupid. All right, so what did we learn today, boys and girls?
That there's a lot more fun stuff to talk about than war.
I mean, I like the debate though. I've been having so much fun on X just trolling people, and it's just so funny.
Which debate?
Just like the whole like we shouldn't go to
Oh.
war, like they're getting really triggered, and dude, trust me, I don't want to go to war either, but like if it comes to it, like we got to defend ourselves too. You know, I'd rather, you know, have peaceful negotiations, but I want to say at the end of the day, I voted for Trump. I trust in Trump. I know he doesn't want to go to war. And if he does, it's because he knows something that we don't know. Also, the fact that I didn't want Kamala to win. So, yeah, I mean, what? So I take back my vote. What? And let that dipshit win and let.
That's
Yeah,
negligible
like,
if they were
no,
even
dude.
votes.
No, I take back my vote. Okay, well, that's great and everything, but if you regret your decision, we'd still have her. And then you think Iran would have negotiated with Kamala at all, even a little bit? Fuck no. So the discussion's done.
No, that one was a joke.
Yeah.
She
So
would have
there's
been.
that.
We would have had the no queens.
No Queens protest.
Yeah. But then, like,
You have a bunch of drag queens show up and be like, hey.
what do you mean? Yeah, I was about to say, they always figure out something to turn it against.
But
So,
yeah,
am I the winner?
you're the wiener, yes.
Victory is mine. I'll take it. I love it. Thank you. It's great to be here.
Dude, I had already told you like 5 minutes before that you won.
I know.
That yours.
I just wanted you to say it again.
Oh my God, you're so. Alrighty, so I guess we should get ready to wind it down, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's close this popsicle stand. Yeah. Anything you want to close off on, or say, or do, or?
No, I guess it was just a pretty slow news week, and we're all kind of like high tensions with Iran and all this other crap, and they keep shit posting, like their media is just shit posting a lot on Twitter, X, and it's just like, oh my God, stop.
It's like the ultimate China bot, and that room bot's just like, oh, MAGA Civil War. It's like, nah, not really.
No, but whatever happens, like we got to support our president, so
We're gonna be fine.
yeah.
We live in Texas and Florida. We're the most safest people there are.
Yeah, pew pew, motherfucker.
Well, team, it was a pleasure. Thank you for being here. You know, first time here. Glad you were here. You come back every week. We love you just the same. QR code's right up there. You get to see us, follow us. You know, share us next Tuesday. Spread the word, the good word of talking shit against everybody. What we love to do. Um, like if you're gonna drink this weekend, you get too drunk to walk, drive home in an Uber.
Yeah, don't drive home. Get an Uber.
And D, take it away.
Well, I am Dee. You could find me on X and only X, a cynical Latina. Come have some fun. We'll troll some liberals. It's always exciting.
Yep. Then for me, I am AP2Tay. Find me for everything. But until next Tuesday at 9, we will see you then. We love you, and please stay safe out there. And catch you then. Peace.
So I got to thinking, there's MAHA, Make America Healthy Again. MAGA, Make America Great Again. But what we really need to do is make America follow the Constitution again. Motherfucker. That sounded better in my head.